Good morning, this is Momiplier. I'm about to make some soup using ramen and rice and to take care of my fever. Okay, according to Health News and blog, they say feed a cold and stop a fever is an adage that's been around for centuries. The idea most likely originate during the Middle Age, when people believed there were two kinds of illness. The illness caused by low temperature, such as cold, needed to be fueled, so eating was recommended, and the illness caused by high temperature, such as fever, needed to be cooled down. So refrain from eating was thought to deprive the fullness of energy. Well, nonetheless, I've been sick last 2 days, practically 2.5 days since I arrived in Korea. And since Thomas was also sick with cold, I was on my own, and I was so sick, as if I have fever. Maybe I had more than fever. I was not hungry. I had a fever. I took a Tylenol every 4 hours and just slept for 2 nights straight. 2 nights and 2 days. Today, 2.5 days later, I feel like I'm arrived. And meanwhile, my body rejected eating any food. I was not hungry. I think I lost at least 5 pounds. But after almost 3 days later, I feel like I need to consume some food, but I don't feel like cooking a lot. And I don't feel like going out and buy grocery. So I thought to myself, I'm gonna make some soup. This might help you guys if you're alone and nobody there to cook for you, and but you feel like you gotta eat something. This might help you. So this is the method that I'll show you, and it's tasty, and it gives you some energy and some flavor, okay? First, I found this ramen that Thomas bought. This is, I think it's Chinese or Japanese. It's a seafood flavor noodle. Anyway, I chose this because it's milder. You know, when you have a cold, you don't want to eat so spicy. Like a shinramen, that's too spicy because your stomach doesn't agree with the spicy food. So I chose this one. And it says boil for 5 minutes and add 500 milliliter water, or 3 minutes, okay, after boiling. So since I don't have measuring cup, I use this one. This one contains about, full cup will be about 500 milliliter. So I add 500 and half there, okay? The reason is because I'm gonna use this rice. If you have a rice already cooked, use that. But most of American people don't keep rice. So if you happen to buy this minute rice, you use that, okay? You can use any kind of minute rice. I happen to have this jalapeno rice, that's fine. Okay, so it's boiling point. So what you do is very simple. You see, you pour this in here, one. You don't need to pour 2. Just 1 is enough, more than enough. And you're gonna let it boil. Let it boil. Okay, it's boiling. It's boiling. It's kind of slow, but boiling, okay? And what you do is you're gonna add also this 1 serving of rice. You can use brown rice, you can use white rice. I don't care. Just add here for extra, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't want to eat noodle. Your stomach doesn't agree with noodle, but the rice tend to calm your stomach. That's the reason I recommend rice to be added, okay? In case you don't want to eat this one, just you don't want to eat, but you want to eat the flavor of ramen with the soup base. That's fine. That's why I add rice. This is a mild soup from the ramen soup base powder, okay? Okay, soup base powder. Put it right here. You put it right here. You can add egg, but I decide not to because I want to save it for Thomas in case we only have 3 left. Maybe he might want to eat later, so it's okay. You boil it, and as you boil, what you need to do, okay, this is parsley, dry parsley, okay, and you pour about, I don't know, half tablespoon of parsley. They say parsley is a very healthy diet food. So I thought to myself, oh, why not? See that parsley flakes? Anything for health. Okay. So you put in there, and if later, if you want to season a little more, you're welcome to put iodized sea salt or sogogi 다시다. But when you are sick and you just want to eat some food without too much salt, this is a very good way of eating the broth without worrying too much of what I want to. And another thing that I want to show you is that I happen to have this pine nuts. You know, pine nut is very good for you. When you didn't have eaten for 2.5 days, you need a little more energy, like this, okay? So I like to add here and boiling point, okay? And meanwhile, I am making myself a tea. See that? Meanwhile, I'm making myself tea. Why? Because when you are sick, the tea is so important, especially with honey. See that? You buy honey. This is honey. You want to buy 100% pure, raw, and unfiltered honey and comb. You might pay extra money, but it is so good for you. And last 2.5 days, I took nothing but a tea, like black tea, nothing but a black tea with honey. That's all I drank last 2.5 days. This was my diet, okay? You put 1 big tablespoon, okay? Be generous with the honey because it's very good for you, and you don't have to worry about gaining weight because it's natural sugar. And it's good for you. The water is boiling. Meanwhile, I can see that my ramen is cooking. Okay, cooking. You see that? They say cook after boiling point, cook for 3 minutes. Okay, I think it's been almost 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Okay, this is last secret the Momiplier knows. Probably. This is called Parmesan cheese. Okay, this is Parmesan cheese. I like to, okay, you turn up the stove and you put this about 2 tablespoons. Put one right there. And turn up the stove and you add cheese. Why? Because I have not eaten almost 3 days now. So I need more energy. So this adds extra energy and flavor for my stomach. What do you think? This is pretty good, right? So let's see. So I think I'm almost done. I'm gonna serve this one and see how it looks. Okay. Yeah, it's done. So you put this one in here. You serve here. Okay, come on over here. It's very hard to do holding a camera and trying to cook at the same time. I need to hire somebody. I need to call my friend who come over and help me with the holding camera next time. But I'm sick. I don't want to give my call to my friend. So I didn't even bother to call my friend. Okay, this should do enough. Okay. So see that? This is Momiplier's way of making ramen with Parmesan cheese. If you want to add a little more Parmesan cheese, you're welcome. You know, after 3 days of not eating because fever, I need extra cheese. What do you think? It tastes good. You know what I mean? It's healthier than the, I think, the other kind of cheese anyway. So, this is how you cook after you have fever, like me, and nobody is gonna take care of you, and you are all by yourself. Don't cry out loud, because Momiplier was the same way. For almost 3 days, nobody took care of me. I had to take care of my dog, give them a bath, you name it. Pick them up from the doggy care and clean the house, vacuum it, you name it. Oh, it was a lot of work. So another last thing is that the water is boiling point. So make sure you consume enough liquid, like tea and honey, okay? Ta-da! Okay, honey. This is how you take care of your fever after you got sick for 3 days. All right. If you like this kind of helpful ideas, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to my channel so I can keep deliver my idea of taking care of ourselves in an easier way and cheapest way and healthier way. Thank you so much. Bye. Enjoy.